Hi,
Hello.
we're back.
Finally.
I know, I've been gone.
It's okay.
Viewer discretion advised.
Mhm.
Yes, so let's get into it.
You wanna do the intro?
I know I haven't done it in so long.
I
Yes,
know.
I
I've
yeah,
done
I
it, like,
wanna
the last couple of
I
times.
wanna do it because now I miss it.
Okay.
Do it. You can't have it back, or you
Okay.
can't have
I know.
it.
Last week when I was with Julian, I was like, "It's the intro." And he was like, "You don't know the intro?" I'm like, "Hold on."
Yeah.
Courtney usually does it. Hold on. And then I got it.
Well, have you ever wondered what the fuck is going on with your neighbors upstairs? I'm calling corporate, where petty meets professional, and our regionals stop returning our calls. We're the Courtneys, with 25 years of property managing experience together, still wondering why or how. I always say why. Still wondering how half of you made it past the application
I
process.
feel like it's a why too. How
I
and
know.
why. Yeah.
How and why? Like, why are you doing this to me?
Why do you wanna live here?
Why me? Why am I the chosen one to have to deny you 12 times?
When can I reapply? 30 days. Is it gonna be
Yes.
fixed by then? Like,
Yeah. No, no, just don't apply. Just
yeah.
don't reapply.
Try somewhere else.
Good luck with your search, but this is your search.
Yeah, not helping. I love when they're like, "Is there anywhere else that you know that I could go?" I'm like,
Literally
"No."
anywhere. Just go down the street.
Yeah,
Just get out of my office
yeah. Anywhere you wanna
and get
go,
off my
but,
phone.
like, no, I don't actually know who's gonna approve you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't. Sorry.
Yeah. Um,
Anyways, wanna tell 'em
so,
where you been?
oh my gosh. Okay. So I've had a little bit of a trip, man.
Mhm.
Have had a trip. So
Feel like you've been gone for, like,
I've
2 weeks.
I've been gone for like 10 days,
Mhm.
like a solid 10 days. The first 3 days was no, is it 10 days? I don't know. Anyways, first 3 days
Friday,
I
Saturday,
was
Sunday.
in, yeah, Atlanta.
Mhm.
I went to the Shaky Knees Festival. I'm gonna put that plug in there because I will tell you the Shaky Knees Festival is in Atlanta. It was in Piedmont Park. Um, it was so organized.
Good.
Like we went in there and like me and my friend, we had GA plus, like there was a booth for us, tent, there was, private bathrooms, you get free non-alcoholic beverages.
Nice.
And then they had like our own like little bar area like on both sides of it to, serve drinks and stuff. And then there's picnic tables, there was like a lawn. But anyways, even without the GA plus, even just the entire like
Event.
event, yeah, the park in general, it was so well organized. They had the vendors where they needed to have them, where the lines weren't like crowding around each other.
Yeah.
And then they were far enough apart from the stages to where like you're not like in line with the crowd that's like watching the bands play.
Right.
So yeah, it was so good. Like kudos. Yeah, definitely. It was only my second festival, but they did it right. They really did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we saw some really great bands. We camped on Sunday to see Blink 182, and we got really close. And I am so glad because that is my
You
favorite
can't.
band. We didn't really, well, we camped like at the stage.
Oh, nice.
Like we didn't pitch a tent or anything, but we camped like we got there probably about 1 p.m.
Mhm.
and they didn't get on stage until 9.
Oh, so you
So
just, like, never left that
we
stage.
never left.
Nice. I've
And
done that.
we saw some really great bands like on that stage. Like it would be um there were 4 stages. It would be, and then 2 stages were kind of close to each other, and then the other 2 stages were close to each other. So it'd be like one band on one stage, and then they would wait an hour. But with this hour that they've waited, there was another band on the other stage.
Mhm.
So Sherry is joining our
Mhm.
podcast. Here she is. So yeah, no, it was really good. It was really organized. And then I literally flew from Atlanta to Denver. And I was at a work summit for my property management company for this whole week.
Woot woot.
So yeah,
Those are fun.
it's been busy and it was fun. Yes, definitely. But yeah, I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so happy to close out this segment with
Mhm.
you, Courtney. I think this is a good story, and yeah. So on our orders, Heil High Club. I did not make the Mile High Club this past week, unfortunately.
Boo!
There were some prospects, but no, I didn't make the Mile High Club. But oh, we definitely have made the Mile High Club. That's for sure. This story comes from me and my personal experience. Like, I'm so glad I have a story to contribute.
I still have another one, I think.
Oh,
You got some
well.
time, I'll be with the last one in there.
Okay, well, I'll make mine quick because I do. I want to hear some. I want to hear
I'd
your
rather
stories
hear
too.
yours, so I'll make mine
Yes.
quick.
Okay. So, this happened whenever I was an assistant manager
Nice.
at an apartment community. So we're talking pre-COVID. Everything now is like either pre-COVID or post-COVID.
Yeah.
Like that.
It matters.
It does. That's the timeline of
Bless
it.
you.
So it was pre-COVID, and I was the assistant manager at this property for a good, I don't know, maybe like 6 months or so. You're like, it wasn't too well. No, hold on, April. So okay, I was there for 6 months whenever it became a problem. Okay, so that's whenever the story starts. So I worked like obviously in the office and stuff, and then like everyone in the office used to like know this lady around town, which is the community. And people would come in and they would just like say hi to us or like call us and like be concerned because there was this lady that was sleeping in her car. And she would do it often.
But she had an apartment.
She had an apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. So there was this lady and she lived there and we knew who she was and we knew which apartment she lived in. But she would sleep in her car. And yeah, but it went a little bit further because the residents had named her the trash lady.
Oh. Was her car full of trash?
Yes.
Okay.
Car full of trash. And I mean, I'm not a clean person like whatsoever. I have mess in my car. But no, you could definitely see the mess in her car. Like,
I feel like there's a difference when you're just like in your car and you like leave a cup or maybe throw a receipt in the floor or you grab some snacks from the gas station, leave them in the car,
Yeah.
something like that. But when your car's just like filled with just like trash, like you
Yeah.
just never ever throw anything away. That's different.
That's this car. She had a couple kids. And so what she would do is she would sleep in her car and then the kids, I guess they would, be in the apartment or whatever, get ready for school and then like meet her out in the car. Like, and she would take them to school. This was her routine, like almost every day. Like she rarely slept in her apartment.
Okay.
But her kids did. Like her kids were there. And these kids are like ninth grade, like, like cognitive. Like they have their own mind, they have their own opinions. So yeah, so this was kind of her routine, right? And then the maintenance team, I'm like, have you ever been in the apartment before? Because if her car looks like this,
Yeah.
then what does her apartment look like?
Yeah. And why is she sleeping in her car?
Why? Yeah. I mean, it's a hot mess, people. So yeah, so we started talking, I started getting, having conversations with the maintenance team. And I was like, how can we get in this apartment? I was like, how are we going to be able to get in this apartment? Again, this is probably, yes. So this is probably, now we're talking a couple months into it. So this is probably, I don't know, fall. Okay. This is like fall and we're like, we need to figure out how to get into this apartment. And like every air filter change, every change, like she didn't ever have work orders, obviously, but like everything that we would have to do inside of her apartment, she would always tell us or ask us to leave it outside of the door. So like air filter changes and things like that. And we didn't really do like inspections. So it would be kind of weird to say like, hey, we're inspecting your apartment. Like she would kind of feel called out at that point, just only for the fact that no one else got the inspection letter.
Routine pest control.
Again, the routine pest control wasn't a thing. It was a callback.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were like, there were some roadblocks, right? So we had callbacks. And so then like a few months after that, so now we're kind of in the like January, February timeframe. Okay. And I'm still just like stalking this girl. Like I want to know what's going on. I want to try to get into her apartment, but there's never any like opportunities. And we get a call from the upstairs neighbor. So she's on the first floor,
Mhm.
and she's like in a typical breezeway.
Mhm.
So this neighbor's upstairs, and she's like, the downstairs. No, she didn't say where it was, but she said there is a smoke alarm going off,
Mhm.
like not chirping,
Mhm.
like actually getting set off,
Mhm.
and it happens every 5 minutes,
Mhm.
and it's been doing it for a good like day or
Mhm.
so. So like this point there it's driving her nuts, and she doesn't know like what she can do
Mhm.
because she's losing her mind.
Mhm.
So obviously I talked to the maintenance guys, and I'm like, hey, like, can you figure out like if you can get into the apartment? Like, we need to figure out like if there's a smoke detector that is malfunctioning, that's an emergency work order.
Mhm. We have to do it.
We have to get in there. And so they would go like knock on her door, and they wouldn't hear it. And then so she'd be like, it's not my apartment.
Mhm.
And so they would be like, are you sure? Because we're getting complaints.
Mhm.
And she's like, nope, it's not my apartment. And then they would leave, and then she would call again, and then they would go, and they would be able to hear it coming from
Mhm.
her apartment.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right, we're going to do a preventive maintenance inspection. Like, we're going to do it. We're going
Mhm.
to go in.
Mhm.
So I gave her a 24-hour notice that we were going to be entering the apartment. And that was like, D-Day. I don't know. Like,
Mhm.
there's no way to explain it. Like, I knew that what we were walking into.
Mhm.
Um,
Knew it was gonna be bad.
yeah, knew it was going to be bad. So and I went because I
Mhm.
was like,
I wanna know.
I want to look at this apartment. And then so I went in. Okay, so she opened the door,
Mhm.
okay, and as much as she could open the door, like
Mhm.
it wasn't like your girl or
Mhm.
whatever, but we were able to get into the apartment.
Mhm.
Pre-COVID, I had gloves, I had mask, and I had booties on my feet.
Wow.
Because I just didn't know what we were walking into, but I'm glad that I did. So this is a 3-bedroom apartment,
Mhm.
like almost 1,400 square feet.
Wow.
And every single inch of that apartment had trash, like all over the place. And it wasn't newspapers. It was literally like to-go boxes. It was
Mhm.
like groceries. It was food. It
Mhm.
was trash. And the smell in there was rank. There were gnats everywhere. There were flies everywhere.
So gross.
There were mountains of trash, like
Mhm.
just piled up in the living room, in the dining room, in the kitchen. Couldn't even see your countertops at all. Excuse me. Couldn't find anything. We went room by room, and you could tell which room was like where it was like the kids' room,
Mhm.
because that was the one with the least amount of trash.
Yeah. Well, they're living in there.
They are.
They're
They're living
sleeping in
in
there.
there.
They're
They're sleeping in
actually
there.
yeah.
But it was still
And they probably
piles.
don't wanna, live like that.
Yeah, it was still piles of trash in there, but it was less food trash and more like, shoes and like, clothes and like just
Mhm.
all of the other things.
Papers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so of course, they went in there and they fixed the fire alarms or the smoke
Mhm.
detectors. It was because like it was chirping so much that the smoke detectors started blaring
Mhm.
because they were malfunctioning. Like they
Yeah.
were like, The battery is completely dead now,
How are they
and we're
sitting in
just
there
gonna set
listening
this
to
off."
that? I just don't
I honestly don't know. I don't know. So of course I had my in. Like
Mhm.
I was like, we've got to send her a 14-day notice to cease and desist.
Mhm. She needs to clean this up or she needs to go.
She needs to clean it up or she needs to go. So we kind of did what Katie was doing,
Mhm.
and she was like, we're going to give you an opportunity to clean it up. If it's not cleaned up, then we're going to start the eviction process.
Mhm.
So sent her the 14-day, handed it to her. Let me back up. Let me back up, because yes, she did have some type of like mental illness,
Yeah.
right? But
You have to doing that.
y-
Hoarding is a mental illness.
it is. But here's the thing, like, she had taped up every like single like window seal and every single door seal, like with painter's tape and like a trash bag.
Like,
So
she didn't want people to, like, look in?
so you walked into the apartment and every single seal had painter's tape and had like some type of trash bag on it. Like she was either keeping the flies in or trying to keep like to get the flies out. She would rarely open her door,
Mhm.
and then all around her apartment was this like seal, you know. And then so we told her to take it down.
Mhm.
That's a fire hazard. We told her to cease and desist, so she had to clean everything up. So that was the stipulations
Mhm.
and the cease and desist.
Mhm.
Um, so what, of course, so we waited 2 weeks and we did an inspection and nothing. Like she did not move a piece of paper. Like she did not move a piece of trash.
Wow.
So we kind of knew that it was going to, get like moved over to the eviction process. And she was like, and she was cognitive enough to say, I don't want this on my record. I want to be able to like clean this up or whatever. Like,
Please,
please
you
give
had
me
2
some more
weeks.
time.
Why didn't
Yeah.
you even try?
Yeah. So she was like, please give me more time. I'm not, like I'll get it together.
Mhm.
And at this point, it was at the discretion of the manager.
Mhm.
I'm the assistant manager at this time. I'm like, just going through the process,
Mhm.
and the assistant manager is like, give her some more time.
Mhm.
Or the manager
Mhm.
said, give her some more time.
Mhm.
And so we gave her maybe like another week or two. But then we had to see like progress. Like we had to see it. So we were expecting like every day. Like we were trying to like go and see like if there's any type of movement. And I think after like maybe 30 days,
Mhm.
it was to the point where she had to move out.
Mhm.
But instead of going through the eviction process, she didn't want that on her record. So she voluntarily said, I will get a U-Haul. I will move my stuff out.
Mhm.
And we just made sure to get a day, and to verify that she had a U-Haul
Mhm.
and, to actually plan it.
Mhm.
So the day that she comes with the U-Haul, she starts loading up the U-Haul with just trash. Like, so she's not
So
cleaning
you
up.
could have cleaned it up.
She's not cleaning it up. She's not putting it in trash bags.
She's just throwing it in the
She's
U-Haul.
moving it in trash bags into the U-Haul. And some of the stuff she was moving without the trash, like the trash bags. So she was just like getting piles of like baskets and piles and stuff. We're talking about food, y'all. Like we're talking about trash,
Yeah,
okay?
just throw it away.
Anything that you throw away, she was moving it with her hands and she was putting it in the U-Haul. Like, and so some of it was trash bags and most of it, the majority of it was not in trash bags at all. And she was like she was going, and this was like a 20-foot U-Haul. Like it was big,
Wow.
And so we were sitting there, or we were standing there, obviously, and we were trying to, watch her because we needed to know that she was like moving out.
Mhm.
And and so Sherry, she's so cute. You can see her nose.
Mhm. Oh, which face? Which face?
And she's being sweet today. She's not being crazy. So, so yeah, so we're watching her move the stuff out, and it finally gets. I mean, she's at it for like 6, 7 hours. Like we're there all day long, and she's still trying to move everything out. And we're like, this is it. Like you only have today. Like so, you have another hour. You have another 30 minutes. Like, all right, we're locking the doors. All right,
Mhm.
we're steady telling her and communicating with her that this is what's happening. So she ends up like leaving.
Mhm.
So wherever the clap, whatever. She ends up leaving. Congratulations. Yeah, we got her out. We got her out. Of course, like now we have a 3-bedroom apartment with maybe a third of the junk on, just a third of it gone,
Wow.
because
Oh
that's
my
like
God.
that's all she could fit in the U-Haul, and we weren't getting her back.
Mhm.
So our maintenance guys, they did recognize some of the stuff that belonged to the kids,
Mhm.
and so they put a lot of stuff in storage.
Oh.
They were like trying to get in touch with her. They wanted her to come back for it because like that's not trash, that's her baby stuff. Like
Mhm.
that's the baby's like school stuff.
Mhm.
Babies, when I mean like we're talking about like 13-year-olds. Like, so the one thing that like gets me about this story is like they had to live like this.
Mhm.
They are the ones who had to like sit there and they were groaning and they were groggling and like
Mhm.
we were doing this while they were in school.
Mhm.
So they weren't there for it. But then at a couple of points during the time that we were trying to get them out, they were moving the stuff out too.
Sad.
So like they knew it, and who knows how many places they had to do
They
this.
lived that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with. So yeah, so they're very, very much in the know. So yeah, so the maintenance guys they took what they could, they
Mhm.
salvaged what they could,
Mhm.
and we kept it in storage. And so we wanted her to come back for it, and I don't think that she ever did. I
That's
don't think she
sad.
ever came back for it. But we ended up calling this like junk removal place, and they spent probably they spent probably 4 or 5 hours
Mhm.
cleaning it out, but they were like there was a team of like 7 of them. And they just like hauled it out with like trash bags and stuff. They have this, like dumpster. I know.
I'm just
I
watching
know.
her. She's like,
They have this like dumps, like what are they? The dump
like they
truck.
got junk. Like they got junk
Yeah.
trucks. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have like these dump trucks for
Mhm.
trucks and they like just throw
Like a
everything in
roll off.
there. Yeah, roll off like yeah, it's like a mobile roll off. And they like throw everything in there. They filled that shit up
Yeah.
to the brim
Yep.
before they had cleaned everything out.
Mm.
And so they got done. It was probably over $1,000 of a bill for them
Mhm.
just to trash it out.
Yep.
And I thought it was a great deal. Like
Mhm.
I was like, they could have charged us a lot more
Right.
because on their pricing and stuff, it looked like we were gonna be at least up to 3 grand.
Yeah.
But I don't know, they got us a good deal. So it was trashed out. Uh and we were, going through the make ready process. So like we had to, do the pest control service before
Mhm.
we got all of our guys in there. They took everything out, the carpet out, they took, the flooring
That's
out,
what we
everything
do.
to the studs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But while this was happening, our maintenance supervisor,
Mhm.
like he goes, like to Kroger and stuff, like to, go get some food or whatever for lunch or whatever.
Mhm.
He was like, this is like a couple months. Okay. A
Mhm.
couple months go by and he comes to the office and he's like, you'll never guess who I saw at Kroger.
Oh
And
God.
we were like, who? And he was like, trash lady.
Oh my God.
And we were like, what? And he was like, she's sitting in the parking lot with her U-Haul.
Months later,
Months later, she's sitting in the parking lot with her U-Haul that she never turned in. And she's like
living out of a U-Haul.
living out of the U-Haul in
That's
the Kroger
so
parking lot.
sad.
It's sad, but it's funny at the same time. It's funny. And so, obviously we're like,
I think I'm more like sad about like the kids.
yeah, oh my God. That is where my heart breaks. Like it
Mhm.
really is.
Mhm.
Because we never, and at that point, we don't know if they have like grandparents that they're staying with or
Mhm.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, so, a week or two goes by or sometime,
Mhm.
we get a call
Mhm.
and it's U-Haul. And they're like, we're trying to find our truck, you know,
Oh my
based, yeah,
God.
based on the address, that this person gave us, the last known residence is here. And I said, yeah, no, she was here,
Mhm.
but she's gone. And I told him about the Kroger parking lot thing. I don't know if anything came up
Oh my God.
from it,
Oh my
but
God.
we, we were like, but no, they were seldom times throughout the years that they would spot her, like in her car, like they would spot trash lady, like around like the area that we lived at. And it was like nothing ever changed. It was just like she found another apartment in the area
Mhm.
and she just, started over. But yeah, she didn't go far. She didn't go far because we still kind of saw her everywhere. The fact that the residents had named her trash lady though
That's sad.
was like, and
It's
we
like, what do y'all know?
they knew more than I did, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like she was there for maybe 3.5, 4 years before
Wow.
I came on board. And so she paid her rent on time, like she, never had
They
any
always pay
issues.
their rent on time.
never had any issues,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden, like, I'm the one who has to, like, do something about it.
Mhm.
I didn't have to do anything about it. I wanted to do, something about it because, again, you're destroying our assets. Like, we're
Mhm.
not worried about you, your mental state, your kids at this point. We need you out of here
Yeah.
because you are literally destroying our property.
Yeah.
Like, and so I had to put that hat on and, like, leave the empathy and leave the sympathy out of it.
Yeah. And it sucks doing that sometimes because you
Yeah.
want to be empathetic, but, like, you can't, and, like, that's why we've talked about it before, like, you
Mhm.
just get numb.
Yeah, you do,
Yeah.
especially working cases like that
Mhm.
where you know that, like, CPS should be involved.
Mhm.
You know that, like, she needs to be locked up
Mhm.
somewhere and those kids need to be free from her.
Yeah.
But it's just such a sad situation because they live their lives like this every
Mhm.
day,
Yep.
like, every day.
Yep. So my story, since you said CPS, my story does actually involve CPS.
Okay, let's get into
Um,
it.
and it's kind of similar to yours,
Mhm.
to be honest. But it was a couple. They're a married couple. I don't think the mom worked. She was home all the time, so I guess she was a stay-at-home mom. But they had lived there for a while, and when they had first moved in, it was them, and I think they had one kid, and then they had another. They ended up with 4 kids. They had 4
Mhm.
kids. 2 of them are twins. They were in a two-bedroom. They were in a two-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Um, and so obviously they were over the occupant limit, but they've lived there so long, like,
Yeah.
not really much we can do. Um, but anyways, so they lived in this community for a long time. Never paid their rent late, always paid their rent on time, never put in work orders. But the neighbors
Mhm.
would just randomly complain about bugs or
Mm.
gnats or smell and all types of stuff. Well, then the people they lived upstairs. The people that live below them. So this went on off and on for a while. And I at the time when I started realizing something was going on was just like a floating leasing. So I was just there every now and then.
Mhm.
And then I moved here. And when I moved back to Memphis, they didn't have a management position available, so they had an assistant. So I just took the assistant
Yep.
until the management opened up. So I'm an assistant at this property. Well, they still live there.
Yeah.
And at this point, a neighbor below them had called and they had a leak in their bathroom.
Oh, no.
And it was bad.
Oh,
It
no.
was bad. I guess it had been leaking for a while. So one of our maintenance people went to their apartment and she like would not let them in. Like
Of course.
would not let them in. And they're like, we have to come in. It is leaking downstairs. Like it's a
It's an
very
emergency.
active leak.
I will take the door off the
Yeah, like,
hinge,
we have to
bitch.
go. Anyway, she's, like, laying into the door, like, will not let anyone in, like, putting all of her weight. She ends up, like, blocking the door. It's crazy. So I don't remember who we called. Oh, we ended up calling the police because like, we need to get in there.
Yeah.
They come out and we get in. Well, when the police get in there, the police were like, "What the fuck?" And they called CPS.
They don't really
Yeah,
experience that type
yeah.
of stuff.
They
Police
called CPS.
Yeah, police don't really get
Yeah.
involved.
Um, so anyway, CPS comes out, and then they end up taking. I'll get to the point of what her apartment looked like because at this point I still hadn't seen the inside of
Right.
it.
Mhm.
Um, so CPS comes out. They like take her kids, but like they end up just giving the kids to like her mom or his mom or somebody's mom. Um, until she can like clean up.
Right.
She kind of cleans up a little bit, but there's no like when I finally got in there and saw what it looked like. There's no way that she could have cleaned up enough for CPS to release her children.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. So, I kept seeing the children back over there, and in my head, I'm like, the mom just took the kids back the grandma just took the kids back over there.
Yeah, because they know the
Yeah.
condition. They
Yeah.
already know how they
Yeah, they
live.
just took the kids back over there, no big deal. Anyway, so, we go down the line a little bit, and then we have a, refinance inspection.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and you have to walk every single
Everyone.
apartment when you have a refinance
Every
inspection,
single one.
So, I'm still assistant at this time, okay, and the manager was like, "Look, we know that this apartment is an issue." And, like, this refinance, they were trying to get it done quickly, so they
Yeah.
had, like, corporate office helping us out, like, so we could split this property up and we can just knock it out in a day.
Mhm.
So she was like, "You walk that apartment." And I'm like so I was like, "Okay."
Why? Yeah.
So I go in there and like, you have to take pictures.
Mhm.
So they like their kitchen didn't even have a light. Like the light
So,
had blown out.
did they allow you to come in? Were they giving you
Yeah, we
shit?
gave them multiple notice,
Okay.
and so we were allowed to come in. She was a little hesitant at first, but she let us in, and it did look like she had like thrown stuff away.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Not clean, but she threw stuff away.
It was there was
Yeah,
a trash bag
yeah,
by a trash can.
yeah, yeah. But like there was no light in the kitchen. Like you could not turn the kitchen on at all. It was
Yeah.
pitch black
That's
in there.
weird.
Um, like her like patio blinds, like sliding glass door. They're just like there's like just two on the whole thing.
2 random ones.
Yeah, so it's just like open, but it was the what's crazy is like the sliding glass, the glass door was so dirty you couldn't actually tell if they had blinds or not.
Oh,
It was
no.
just filthy. Um, anyway, so we like walked through, and I was like in and out. I'm like taking these pictures, and I'm out of here. Like I'm out.
Yep.
So we finish up doing our thing, and like I didn't really want to say much in front of like I don't know.
Corporate.
Yeah, I didn't really want to say much in front of corporate. Like we're gonna handle it, but like it depends on who I was telling in corporate
Right.
the situation. Some of them they didn't need to know. Like we had the accountants there. What the accountants need to know for? They don't.
Right.
Um. Anyways, so they all leave, and I look at the manager at the time, and I'm like, we have to do something. We have to do
Yeah.
something. And so we gave them like 14 day cease and desist, clean up, do what you need to do. Didn't clean up. Well, in that time span, like we had to get one of our maintenance guys had to go back in there for something. I think it had to do with that leak
Mhm.
because I think it started leaking again.
Oh,
And
no.
like it was just constant. It was a constant battle to the point where like we left that bottom one vacant as a down unit because the ceiling was falling, like
Yeah.
falling in and like
Yeah.
all types of stuff. So he had to go back in there. Well, while he was up there, I guess the kids were home, and he was like, the kids are running around naked.
Ugh.
They didn't look like they had a bath. He was like, he could see active bug bites on them.
Mm.
And like one of them was like eating stuff off the floor. And so he had like
Gross.
it like bothered him a lot.
Yeah.
And anyway, CPS came back out. I don't know who called them. Feel like it might have been him.
Yeah.
He never said he did. But I feel like it might have been him. And when CPS came out this time, it was like a different caseworker.
Yeah.
And she was like,
On
she
it.
was serious.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. So like
Did she come out the same day to see it like happening?
yes, she came out
Yeah.
and said like they made it a priority. And I think it's because they had been called on in the past. I don't know how many times. I'd only known of one, but I'm
Mhm.
sure there was more.
Yeah.
So when they came out, like it was crazy. Like when she came, like we went around to watch when we saw her pull up, and she knocked on the door. And when she opened the door, the mom just like took off running. Like don't know why.
Outside of the
She
apartment?
just like ran and like left her kids in the apartment. And so CPS goes in there. They see the condition. They end up taking the kids. She's like sitting on it. She comes back. She's sitting on the steps, like crying, like doing all this stuff. Well, finally, I was like, I went back and I was about to transition into the manager position at this
Mhm.
time. So I looked at the manager when I was transitioning. Like, look, they have to, like,
Yeah.
this is not okay. I was like, the inside of that. I said, granted, I know these apartments are older. I know they need some work. I said, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the condition that it's in is because of them,
Because of
not
them.
because of the age of the community.
Exactly.
So anyways, we finally get them out. They did ask for a little bit more time because they had to find somewhere to go.
Where did the kids go? Like, did they go back
She
to
ends up getting him
grandma?
back. She ends up getting him back.
Ugh.
Anyways, they're married. Like, she has a husband, okay, but
Yeah.
he just works all the time, and I just think he just doesn't care. Now fast forward a little bit, they are divorced.
Mhm.
I think the kids live with him majority of the time, but I think he's cleaner than
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
because like when we went in his apartment, like in their apartment, I guess he had like a chair that he would sit in and like watch TV and eat. Just like his chair and around the chair was like the cleanest part of the apartment.
Yeah.
Only in that spot.
Yeah.
Which was so crazy to me. Anyway, so they left. We finally got him out. They asked for a little bit more time so they could find somewhere to go. They were out of there. When they were finally out, we had to walk that apartment.
What does
When I
it
tell
look
you,
like?
they didn't really leave anything behind.
Okay.
Like
Weird.
there was a couple.
Weird.
There was a few big black contractors trash
Mhm.
bags, but they had put everything in there.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really any trash to pick up.
That is rare.
Yeah, there was probably like 10 contractors bags.
Yeah.
And they were completely full. But like we didn't have to pick it
I
up.
wonder if the husband did it.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But and then they left a couch and they left like a dress like a one of the kids' dressers And then, like, I guess one of the kids had, like, it was like one of those foam mattress toppers that was in there, but it was tore up. And then they left their bed in Box Spring. Okay.
Mm.
Bro.
Um,
Okay. First of all, we walked in. This is a carpeted apartment. Okay. So it has carpet everywhere except for like the kitchen and the bathroom.
yeah.
As soon as you step on it, the carpet's disintegrating under your feet.
Yes, that's how it was with us.
It
I
was
didn't get into the details.
well, I'll get into it. If it's the same, that's fine. It was disintegrating under your feet, and they had never ever vacuumed it.
Yep.
So like that stuff that like there was food like
Mush.
ground
Yes,
mushed
mush.
into the carpet.
Yeah, I call it mush
I still
because
have
it was
pictures
just
of it
like
somewhere. I'm gonna have to find them. But yeah,
we
just
took a video of mine. I need to
have a
figure
video
out where
too.
the video
I
is.
think I have a video too.
If I can find a clip, I'll try to upload it.
But it's just like ground into the carpet. It's disintegrating and it smells bad in there. We finally were like the kitchen light in the kitchen is still out.
Yeah.
So we are walking with our flashlights trying to look and it's disgusting. There's gnats everywhere. We opened the fridge and like immediately was like, nope, just shut
Yeah.
it. Then we make our way back to the bedrooms. First of all, we get to the bathroom. I don't think anyone had ever taken a shower before.
Ugh.
Like, they probably did, but I couldn't take a shower in a shower like that
Yeah.
because it was a porcelain tub, but it was completely black,
Oh no.
like completely black.
Mhm.
So the bedroom, the kids' bedroom, it wasn't bad, just like a tore up mattress topper in there and like a dresser. But their bedroom, we get to their bedroom and the box spring and the mattress is still there. That is what disgusted me.
Yeah.
That is literally what disgusted me because it is like yellow and brown and green. Like it's disgusting. There's stains everywhere. Don't even know what kind of stains they were. I don't know if it was just filth or if it was blood or if it was
Bodily
shit.
fluid.
It was disgusting.
Good night, Courtney. Don't let the bed bugs
To the
tonight.
What really got me though, it wasn't just the mattress that was stained and nasty. It was the box spring too.
Yeah, that's
I'm
weird.
like, what would it, like? I don't know. It was just disgusting. And what made it worse is like I knew the dad. Like, personally
Oh
knew him.
no.
Yeah, I didn't wanna throw that out there, but I personally knew him to the point where, like, when all this like, when they were finally gone, I was like,
The fuck is your problem, bro?
yeah, I never said anything to
I
him
would
because, like,
have.
I'm not like, we know each other, but not like that, and I'm like, I just don't wanna speak to you.
Mhm.
I just don't want any, like, I honestly, like, if I
Well, at that point,
never
it would
see
be
you
breaking privacy law.
yeah, but I was like, honestly, if I never see you again, I'm totally fine with
Yeah.
this. Like, just move on with your life.
Mhm.
I just absolutely not.
Did they ever post like family pictures and stuff on social media or anything like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And did you see like the filth in the background?
No, they never had
Oh.
pictures of their apartment.
Oh.
Never. It was
Mm.
always like the
Outside.
photos was like outside.
Yeah. Ugh.
Outside. And I mean, and the kids were cute and like when they would take photos, like their hair's always done nice, they're dressed
Mhm.
nice. Don't know.
Where were their clothes at?
I don't know.
They're
Did they just buy new outfits for photos?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. But I'll have to show you. I'll show you the pictures after. But it
Okay.
was yeah. It was
Awful.
nasty.
Yeah.
It was really nasty.
Well, I had the same experience with the condition of the
Mhm.
apartment. Like, I
Just
mean,
crazy.
the like when I said like we did not step foot in there with our like bare like
Mhm.
I think I may have the first time
Mhm.
actually. Like
Mhm.
the very first time whenever they were going in
Mhm.
and checking the fire the smoke detectors,
Mhm.
I think I might have walked in with my flats.
Mhm.
And I think because I lived on property,
Mhm.
I think when I got out, I took the flats off and I had the maintenance guy go throw them in the dumpster. And
Oh,
I went back to my apartment.
I had boots
I'm
on them
pretty
I threw 'em away
sure.
afterwards.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Like I think that's what happened. Like I was like, take these and throw them straight in the compactor.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want these.
don't keep them on the golf cart.
Mhm.
Nothing. And I walked barefoot to my apartment. Like
I
I
don't blame
think I
you.
took a shower. I'm pretty like the first time I think I took a shower and then I like got
You feel
I tried-
gross
I
after
did,
that.
yeah.
Like you feel like stuff's crawling on you.
Yes. And there were like flying bugs.
Mhm.
There were crawling bugs. There
Yeah, I
weren't
don't do bugs.
roaches.
Yeah.
There like and that's the craziest thing to me. Like there weren't roaches. There weren't German roaches or anything like that. It was just like the like gnats
Not even like water
and the
bugs.
flies. No. There
Wow.
were gnats and flies and and I'm pretty sure there were maggots, but, like, there were no, like, actual roaches.
That's crazy.
It is, and, because
I guess it was too dirty for them.
I don't, or maybe it's just too,
Because I'm
like,
gonna be honest, in this
compact.
one, I don't think I saw roaches in this one either. I saw gnats.
I don't know why though, like, I don't know if it's the fact that everything is just too compact.
They can't get around,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
But, no, but it was awful. It was awful. I'll try to find, like, I've switched phones since then.
Mhm.
I'll try to find, the video that I took was 12 minutes and 42 seconds or 49 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a long video because I took it, um, and I told her that I was recording. Like, I was like, "I'm recording, I'm just making sure that my guys are safe,
Mhm.
this and this." And then I said, "We're gonna record some parts of your apartment."
Mhm.
And then she knew, like, that's the thing. It's like they have the sickness,
Mhm.
but they are well within their right mind to
Yeah.
live their life
Mhm.
every day like
And they
normal.
also know that it's wrong.
They know it's wrong. They
Mhm.
don't wanna be evicted.
Mhm.
They don't wanna have anything done to them, but then they just cannot choose
Mhm.
to change their ways.
Yep.
They cannot make that choice.
Therapy. They need therapy.
And it's wild to me
Yeah.
that they know right from wrong, and they know that they're about to get evicted, and they know they need to clean it up.
I also wonder sometimes, like, I do think it's a mental illness, but I also do wonder sometimes if it's just like, were you raised like that? And like, that's the only thing you know? Like, you know it's
Yeah.
wrong, but like, you don't know any different.
Like, you've never been able to
Yeah.
learn how to, but here's the thing, you're an adult now.
Mhm.
Like, and in your case, you're married to someone who's cleaner than you.
Yeah.
Like, you can change for the better
Right.
if you choose to want to change.
Right.
Like, you have to take that first step
Yeah, my
forward.
story. Mhm.
Yeah, you have to. It's
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I had been in his position, like my story's
Mhm.
position, like, I mean, if you're not gonna clean, if you don't know how, if you have a mental illness, like that's fine. We're gonna get you help, but like, let me clean.
Let me clean, yeah.
Yeah, let me get our shit together.
Mhm.
Don't just be like whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and some people hoard things that are like memorabilias,
Mhm.
or knickknacks, or like
Mhm.
it doesn't always have to be trash.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not always
it's
trash.
not sure it could be clutter. Like,
Yeah.
it could be clutter. It could be anything. And
Yeah.
so, but our instances is just nothing but trash. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like,
the one I mentioned last week, which you weren't here for, but like he was a hoarder, but his apartment wasn't trashy.
yeah,
He just I don't know if he just ordered a bunch of shit
hmm
from like those auction apps or what. He just had like
just
the post
stuff.
office boxes
Yeah,
piled wall to wall everywhere. But his
yeah.
apartment was clean.
hmm
It wasn't trash.
But still, that'll get you. That's
Yeah.
that's still
I'm
not
like,
good.
this is a fire hazard.
And it's a fire hazard, but also, like, there's only so much weight that an
Mhm.
apartment can take,
Yeah.
especially if you live upstairs
Yeah. You
like
have
these people.
furniture and
Yeah.
then you have you and you have all of your other stuff and now you just have mounds and mounds
Sherry,
and mounds of trash and
ma'am.
memorabilia and yeah, crazy, huh?
I know.
Ugh.
She's like, "Let my mom try to not clean up anymore." See, this is why I hire cleaners. I hire cleaners because if it gets
Your
too
apartment's
bad,
not dirty though.
if it gets too bad in here,
You know what it is? It's just full of Sherry's hair.
it's just
It's just
Sherry's hair.
you. It's you. Okay.
She's coming.
It's
Yep,
just
she's on her
you.
way. Okay, you're up here now. You're up
Come
here.
on.
You got 3 feet.
Come on. Get on up here with us.
Okay, we're gonna have to censor her
Yeah.
little tail out of there.
You and I'm about to have to go bye bye.
Okay, y'all. This was so fun to get back into the swing of things. I'm so glad that we're kind of back on track. We are segueing into our new episodes,
Yeah.
our new segments.
What are
It's October.
Oh yeah, we're doing spooky
Ooh.
death,
Body
right?
count.
Body
Yes.
count,
Body
yes.
count.
Death, destruction, everything else.
Yeah. Murder.
Oh, I got plenty of those. Oh my
Murder.
God, I'm so excited.
And also just like finding bodies
Yeah,
and bodies
yeah.
and experiencing that.
I have a
So,
really good one, and I can't wait to say it because it made national news, and I think they're making a documentary about it. So I'm very excited.
okay. And we're going to put the plug in there.
I know.
Well, no, we can't put the plug in there because then you're going to know like where it is. But
Also, I don't
we'll
want to be in
figure
the
it out.
documentary. Okay.
Yeah.
I know
we'll
I
figure it
was a
out.
part of this, but I don't want to be in the documentary. I
They
had
might
them.
be calling you.
I had them come on the property, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, do you remember blah blah blah?" I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "We're filming a documentary." I'm like, "You cannot do that here."
No.
Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, can we finish up?" I'm like, "No, it's my property."
Get.
Anyways, I'm just rambling now.
Okay, y'all. Well, we'll see you next week with a whole new segment. And remember to like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.